The following is a presentation of BiGGs Media Services.
Hi, I'm Arianna Fox, and I am a girlpreneur, a double-published and best-selling author, a motivational speaker, actress, voiceover talent, and teen influencer. I am the author of 2 books, and I'm currently working on my 3rd. My first book is called The Princess Chronicles, which is a children's book, and my second is an Amazon best-selling novel, sci-fi novel that is in contract to be made into a movie called False Awakening. I'm currently working on a young adult fantasy as well called Saber Black. So, and I'll start the prayer. Lord, I call upon your name to touch our listeners and their ears and their hearts, Lord, and help them to be inspired and impacted by the words that we have today. And Lord, our nation and our nation too, because our nation is going crazy right now, Lord, and only you and the power of your word and the power of our faith in your word can really make a difference and change people's hearts and the hearts of leaders and of politicians. But Lord, just help us to have faith and to help our families and our future, oh God, and those of us that are struggling to do the right thing, because a lot of times it's a big struggle, but if we can just continue to try to do the right thing, Lord, just help us with that. And Lord, just help us to come together as families and to have the courage to stand for truth and to unify, no matter where we're from, no matter what is going on, and no matter what we're going through, just help us to stand together and unify. And Lord, just help us and touch this world. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Are you ready?
Time to play the game! BiGGs Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
You want to hear a nice golf joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have showed up and watched me play yesterday. I should be put on Chick Galore or something like that. A team named that. Scramblers. That's it. Scramblers, that's a team I should be on. Because I was scrambling for my ball.
There's a golf shot. That's a golf shot.
Hey, when am I going to get the caddy?
The bag is bigger than you.
So?
That white one?
Yeah?
That's the one you're carrying.
Oh, man, that thing's a boat anchor.
I haven't had the golf anything since high school.
No, that's you, not me. She likes to enjoy a beverage herself. Is that what you're trying to say?
I might be distracted. That's another story.
Golf course and equipment reviews, golf news, guests, and lots of golf humor. When you need to drive for show,
Are you ready?
for BiGGs Golf Talk.
I'm special.
Yes, you are, with a helmet.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
It is showtime, baby! Here we go! BiGGs Golf Talk is presented by the U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Qualify for the King's Cup today by participating in a national qualifier in your area. Later on, we will have some dates for some national qualifiers, and hopefully there'll be one in your area. But national qualifiers are being added on a weekly basis, so learn more at usgolfchallenge.com. And you need to be 21 years of age to enjoy a great Tito's beverage, and boy, did I have my share of Tito's beverages over the holiday. BGT also sponsored in part by Encore Golf, Photo Ball Marker, Ready Putt, Scorpion 21, Feel the Sting, The Distance Shoe, Squares Shoes, Proof, Not Promise, UFO Tour Golf, GolfKnickers.com, and Caddy Daddy, the Claw Glove. Get a grip on your game today. Connect with BiGGs Golf Talk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Golfballed. Subscribe with us on YouTube. You really want to subscribe to us on YouTube. iTunes, available in the Google Play Music Store, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and much more, especially on your favorite podcast app, whatever that might be. Our website is www.biggsgolftalk.net or .com. That's BiGGS golftalk.net or .com. I am Big John Quick. He is the golf father, Bill Quabus, and she is the golf diva, Amanda Robertson, the construction diva, golf diva, whatever you want to. She's just a diva.
She's just a diva.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Our first show of 2021. Happy New Year. I hope everybody is.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
Man, it's about time. We made it to 2021.
Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to you out there. Last week we played a replay for the holidays and spent the holidays with family and friends and all that stuff. So, Amanda, ladies first, beauty before beast, so we won't ask Billy yet, but...
Wait. You said beauty before the beast.
Yes, I did. I did.
So then I go first.
No. Amanda goes first.
No, Bill's a little dyslexic, so he gets mixed
You
up.
got the beast going before the beauty. What kind of nonsense is that, bro?
Wow.
That's not. That is not right.
And
that is not
this
right.
is how we're starting 2021.
First off, it's not right that you call Amanda a beast. I don't appreciate
I
the
did
way
not call her
you're
a
talking
beast.
about her. Okay.
Yeah,
It
let's
might be
rewind
true.
the tape, and we will see that I called Amanda first, and I said beauty before beast. Let that be on the record.
It might not be true what you said. It might not be true what you said.
It's on Facebook, so it's true.
It's
well,
true.
Disney's making a revised vision, I heard.
A revised revision.
And I'm going to be playing the beauty. You know, so you stay tuned because it could be coming.
Instead of Facebook, it's going to be Golffather book.
There you go.
Yep,
yes,
pretty
I
much.
can live with it. Golffather
A brand new
book.
social
I
media
like that
platform,
name.
Golffather book.
The Golffather.
GF book.
Social media. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse.
So,
Perfect. I love
Amanda,
it.
let me apologize for our third right there for interrupting and being rude about
it's all right.
the
Hold
conversation.
on,
I'm used to it.
He's the third. I'm the second. What the hell are you talking about? The third? What kind? Dude, you do know that in a couple of days I'll be in New Mexico, right?
Yeah, what
you know
about
it's
it?
going to happen, right? You know it's going to happen when I get into that studio. Just letting you know I'm not making an open threat because it's not on Facebook.
Bill is super feisty.
He
this
is super
morning.
feisty. You know, we're trying to find out how Amanda the Golf Diva's holiday was, but Bill seems to not let that happen here. So,
is that what we're trying? Okay, Amanda, how was your holiday season? Listeners want to know.
My holiday was very good. Had a couple different Christmases. You know, being engaged, we have a couple different family things going on. But it was great. And Craig is doing very well after his surgery, and he had neck surgery, but he is all good. And we are just cruising right along into the new year. So one of the highlight gifts that I received from Craig was a couples adventure guide, and you go through it and you complete like if you're bored at home one night, you pull one out and you complete the task together. And you document the whole thing with photos.
Is there a lot of leather whips and stuff like that that's involved in this?
No.
I knew you were going to go there.
It is very innocent and sweet and fun. Like you make a cake while somebody's blindfolded and you help them by giving them instructions but you document the whole thing. It's supposed to be a bonding, fun thing.
No, Big. She didn't say bondage thing. She said
know.
Bonding. You know what I mean?
But I'm really excited, and I think that'll be something fun we can do especially with COVID and not being able to really go a ton of places. We can do a lot of stuff just kind of locally and at home.
Let's hope this year you don't have to stay stuck at home. You can do a lot of stuff outside like you used
Amen.
to.
Yep,
You know?
amen.
Well,
that's what we hope.
I made out as like a bandit. I'm very blessed. It was a great holiday, great Christmas. Unfortunately, I did lose a friend of 22 years. So I do want to say to the Horan family that my prayers and condolences are with you guys. Kevin was very instrumental in my broadcasting career when I first got into talk radio, and really made sure that the name Big John got out there in the Chicago area in the talk industry. And, before I went to talk radio, I was jockeying music. So that's a whole different animal than getting on the microphone and talking for 4 hours a day, So Kevin was very instrumental in that. And he unfortunately succumbed to an illness, and it was actually Christmas Eve that he passed away. And so we want to send our condolences and prayers. On the positive side, though, spending Christmas on my first being Mr. and Mrs., and that was very good. I really enjoyed spending the time with her parents and stuff. Again, the only thing that was missing was my mom being here, and hopefully in the future that will take place. With a COVID era, we had a sacrifice. So upon that sacrifice, though, was a very good and blessed Christmas scene. With that being said, with everything that's happened in our year. But I got one of my highlight gifts was a red, white, and blue eagle medal, and it says on the bottom, "In God We Trust." That's going to be going on my office wall behind me. As you know, we are on Zoom right now, and people could see the stuff that's on my wall. As Billy has stuff on his wall in his man office, and my office, I have a lot of stuff on here, so I'll put that up there. It's going to make the wall. Yes.
If we have man offices, what does Amanda have?
Yeah, but do you see? I mean, she has like a clean wall. She's got a little, like marker board and one picture.
It looks like she got like
us men. We have to fill up the wall. We have to fill up the wall with flags and everything else.
But not for nothing, Big. She got a man that lives in that house. I'm pretty sure he uses that office as well. Is that your office, Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it most certainly is.
See,
it's just yours. He's not allowed to use it.
Well, here's the thing: since he's been teaching at home, he has been using it because I've been in California. So we've been talking about if it continues that way, because I need the office as well. So we'll probably in our new house set up one of the guest bedrooms as another office until we get through this crazy COVID thing.
So in other words, you don't want to share your office. That's what you're telling us.
And here's the thing. There are things like you guys have on our office walls. Both of our diplomas are up. We've got some trophies. We've got stuff, but it's on the other side of the room where you can't see.
So you got the stuff that you don't want us to know that you share an office with him.
You can know. He sits in here.
He's allowed to sit in your chair, or do you make him roll in another chair?
No, he can use it.
He can use your chair. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because some people have boundaries. You know what I mean?
No,
so
it's
I'm just going to give you some advice. If you don't set those boundaries now, you'll never get them.
A communal office.
I'm just sharing that wisdom.
So coming soon is the BGQ jerky, because I have a jerky rack for my pellet grill. So I got that for Christmas from Shayna. Yeah.
Ooh.
So are you going to make jerky when I get there?
We are going to make jerky. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I also have a gift card to a steak place.
Oh, dude, you know what we got to do?
What?
We got to do that video for Golf Kitchen.
Yes, we do.
That's what we're going to do.
As a matter of fact, I do want to thank her, too, because she sent me the Golf Kitchen magazine.
Senora Diana. She sent you the book?
I have the book, and we have a lot of recipes in there we are going to actually do video for, which allows me, I got a nice little Christmas gift, too. Got me a wireless lapel mic. And and we have a video gimbal now, so we're going high tech here. Speaking of high tech, also starting in February, you will able to watch the videos of all our segments of our interviews and our openings and stuff like that. Our product of the week, you'll be able to see what we're talking about on our product of the week. I think that's the most, I think the most important part of our show.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I think what we got coming is going to be really good, for the listeners to actually get, because they'll get to see what we see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I like it. I think it helps on a lot of times, like when we're joking around and being sarcastic, and I think watching, what I mean?
The facial expressions,
I think sometimes, it's hard when you're listening. I mean, you can imagine, but they don't always know. So I like that. They can see our expressions. We're all very expressive people. And they can see what a pain in the butt Bill is. So
Hey, but they also got to see that Big's got to wear pants after this show.
Speaking
when we start doing February, you got to wear clothes.
Speaking of, shit.
You got to wear those pants, BG.
Jeez. All right. Speaking of Bill the Golffather Cuevas on the this Christmas season, what did Bill the Golffather Cuevas get for Christmas?
Well,
we're out of time here. Coming up next here on Big's Golf Talk is On Par with a Man. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Bill.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just want those 9.8 million listeners on heart to know that you hurt my heart.
You hurt my.
You hurt my heart, and I'm lost for words right now, and I'm on a radio show.
Oh,
and I have no words. I'm going to turn it over to the beast. I mean, Amanda. and
the beast.
and let her
I
talk to
literally
me.
can't.
I can't even
Amanda's
talk
a
right
golf
now.
diva beast. I love it.
Yeah, I can't even talk right now. I'm just
I
like,
know. He's
I'm just-
heartbroken.
He's
I'm
heartbroken.
heartbroken.
Come here, Billy. I'll
Oh,
give you a
that's
hug.
great.
Come here, Billy. I'll give you a
That's
hug.
all right.
I don't want you to touch me now.
That moment has passed.
That moment has passed. No touching.
I love
Oh,
it.
man.
Well, I know I got two special gifts. I got this super cool camo remote control for a PlayStation 4. And folks, I don't have a PlayStation 4. So if you have a PlayStation 4 and care to donate it, Billy's accepting a donation for the PlayStation 4.
Well,
So
I'll tell you
might be out
what.
there saying, why does Billy have a remote control for a PlayStation 4 and camo? So I got that special gift. And Billy also has a special set headphones for a gaming system for the PlayStation 4.
That you don't have.
So he has everything but
the
4.
PlayStation. Okay, well, so here's the deal on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
you're
got
probably
lost
not
in
going
the
to be able
mail.
to use those.
You heard about all these delays and stuff like that, right? That's
Man, the
happening.
mail has been so bad. Oh my gosh. There were a
It's
couple
everywhere.
gifts that, and I'm sure everybody was in the boat. I had a gift that I kind of last minute was like, ooh, I do want that after all. And so I paid I paid a lot, like $30 to
shipping,
rush
yep.
it. It didn't even ship before it was supposed to already be here.
Right.
So I, obviously fought for a refund on my shipping. But here we are, after Christmas, quite a while, and it's still not here.
Oh, there's a gift for Shayna that's out there somewhere, and it has not arrived. So
Yeah. So, I mean, and I
there's a
know everybody's
PlayStation.
there's a PlayStation coming for Bill, apparently.
Somewhere from somebody. So if one of our listeners that really likes this show, really likes me, or really likes the way that I'll continue to abuse Biggs and the Diva, send me a Pleystation.
Send
I'll
me
do
a
it.
PlayStation 4.
yeah, better yet, if somebody
This
has
abuse brought to you by
Tampax.
That's what I need to start doing is supplying commercial segments for feminine stuff.
Yeah, there you
feminine
go.
products. Here we go. And this one is used by Biggs on a regular
If
basis.
somebody has a PlayStation 4 for sale that is in great condition, please message us. We are seriously interested in getting a PlayStation 4 for Billy because he's tired of using his daughter's. So, actually,
Well, no, let
let
me
me-
say for the record, it was actually mine.
yeah, yeah.
Somehow
It got hijacked,
everybody decided who was going to get what, and I got left out of the picture.
Right.
So yeah, but
But
hey, I
somebody
got a
may
nice
have gotten a
remote control.
PlayStation 5 for Christmas and don't no longer need the PlayStation 4. So unfortunately, my wife did not get the bonus she wanted to get me a PlayStation 5 so I could send the PlayStation 4 to Billy. But yeah, so I did not
That
get a
was the
PlayStation
plan.
5. Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, exactly right. All right.
Yeah, can you guys imagine having all the cooking utensils, like everything, oven mitts and all kinds of pots and pans,
And not having
and then
an
you
oven.
find you don't have no food?
Oh, yeah.
That's
No,
what
but
it
for
is.
real, like that's how you just stare at your controllers, knowing one
Yeah.
day you'll be
Oh,
able
it's sitting right next to me. One day I'll get to pet you, baby. One day it's me and you. I'll be playing you like a fiddle, good girl. Come on.
Oh, and by the way, we love to play with our listeners on the golf game on the PlayStation. So if you have the golf game and you want to play around with golf with Bill and I, we'd love to have you. And friend us on PlayStation 4. So with that said, we need to head into our first break, but I want to thank Arianna Fox, who you're going to hear from a little bit later on in the show, but she led it off with our weekly prayer. So thank you, Arianna Fox, for that. It is very, very special. So with that said, we'll be right back right after this with On Par with Amanda.
Hey there, BGT Nation. Biggs Golf Talk is available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Back to the BGT Crew with Amanda Robertson, Big John Quick, and the Golf Father.
The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against International Field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup style event, known as the International Kings Cup, played in honor of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer.
The 6th annual edition of the International Kings Cup will be contested in May 2021 at the Glasson Golf Club in Ireland.
The road to the King's Cup begins with a national qualifier. 2-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. The top 30% and ties at each qualifier will be invited to the USGC National Championship. Winning teams at national qualifiers have a chance to receive a free $950 team entry into the event.
With an open and a senior division, each having 4 flights, teams of all skill levels will compete for a spot on Team USA. The winning team from each flight at the United States Golf Challenge National Championship will be crowned and win the expense-paid trip to the Glasson Golf Club in Athlone, Ireland, as part of Team USA.
Do you have what it takes? For more information, the website is usgolfchallenge.com for all the details. That's usgolfchallenge.com.
The Caddy Daddy Claw Golf Glove is a golf glove that lasts 3 to 5 times longer with an exclusive non-slip silicone grip. The Claw Glove features maximum flexibility and grip, amazing airflow and comfort, lasts longer than leather, machine washable, and free size exchanges. Get a grip on your golf game today when you wear the Claw Glove.
The Claw Glove has men's and women's sizes.
Learn more about the Claw Glove and other great products from Caddy Daddy Golf at www.caddydaddygolf.com.
Up next is On Par with Amanda. Here is the golf diva, Amanda Robertson.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to On Par with Amanda. This week, joining me is Mr. Bill, the golf father, Cuevas. Welcome back, as always.
Thank you for having me, Amanda. I always appreciate it. I love being on your show.
We love having you. The listeners love hearing all your great feedback of all the stuff we talk about. So we have to address, I think over time with anything, people become more lax, and kind of you get tired of whatever's going on. So with COVID, I think we're all kind of in the boat where you're just kind of like, I'm over it. I'm tired of it, but it is still very real and happening. Now that doesn't mean that, you can't overcome it. It isn't, it is something that a lot of people have had and got through, but it is still very real. And so, as I was learning, more recently that Mr. Greg Norman, the shark, he was diagnosed with COVID. So I guess he went into the hospital, and they did chest x-rays and they did blood work, but he didn't go back yet. But the doctor went ahead and I guess kind of nominally, said, okay, you have COVID. And then they waited for his test. He went into the hospital because he was feeling so bad. So then they sent him home to go quarantine. And then while at home, he went back to the hospital because he was positive after all. And he was able to get an infusion for the antibodies. So he played just last weekend in Orlando, Florida for the PNC. And he was there. Greg Jr., his son, also contracted COVID, as well as his wife, Michelle. So everybody in the so Mr. Norman, he is doing well. The update is that he's just quarantining in his guest house with his dog. And then as far as the kids, his son and daughter-in-law, they are doing well too. I guess the daughter-in-law had it the worst. She really suffered. But, they gave some tips and things that they felt helped them get through it. So we'll share those a little later. But Bill, I think, like I said, we tend to kind of let things, be like, oh gosh, I'm so over it. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So then we get lax. But it's still happening. It's still going on. And, you had mentioned to me earlier when we were kind of going over this, thank goodness Greg is in shape and he's healthy because he's not 30. And so that's something that
young,
I think
65.
Right.
He's right in that target. And I mean, you can see even being in the shape that he's in, which is phenomenal shape for any age, period. It still affected him. He went home with, one day and the next he was right back in the hospital. And then, like you mentioned, his son had it and all his son had was a headache. And meanwhile, his wife got it.
Right.
And his wife had it really bad from migraines, body aches, and
she had the
and
whole
everything
thing.
else. Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, and the thing is, his son is like a carbon copy of him. He's in great, phenomenal shape, just like Greg is, the senior. And it just affects people differently. You know, you could be in the greatest of shape. The age, I'm sure, has a factor in it. But I mean, it's thank God. But when you start, seeing like Greg Norman's, putting his bleep COVID and bleep this, and where you would never actually see something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's real. I mean, he sent real pictures, and from where he was at, I mean, showed the people coming in, he was in isolation and everything. So it's tough. It's tough out here. And, while we got this vaccination going on and people are getting it, they're saying until 80% has this vaccine in their system, we're not really going to experience, going back to normal. So
Right.
the first line of defense, I guess, is this. They say even the people at 80%, even the people that don't want the vaccine or choose not to get the vaccine, it still will help with that 80% that has it. It should clear up.
Sure.
So,
well, and I think one thing that Greg Jr. mentioned in his post was that he's like, what a strange virus, because he said, I barely felt a thing, like you had mentioned. And then Michelle was hit super hard. And I mean, thought, probably felt like she was, not going to recover. And so I think that to be so different, like you said, I think, your genetics, your health, how you take care of your body and your immune system really plays a factor. And that's why you're seeing more of the people that have underlying conditions, just like the flu. Someone that has underlying conditions probably shouldn't get anything, even a cold, because their immune system is compromised. But one thing I will say is that I love Greg Norman. I think he's just a terrific guy.
Amazing.
And I think he's a fan favorite. Everybody just loves him and loves his demeanor. But one thing, and it doesn't surprise me, he wrote a huge long post thanking his support group, including his fans and his followers. And he said, it really makes a difference when you have like a group of people rooting for you to get better and feel better. And he just was very appreciative and very supportive of everything. And he really thanked the staff at the ER and the hospital, which I thought was awesome. And he said they were super professional. And, he just is such a good guy. And we obviously love him and want to see everybody get better. And so anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy he's getting through that, and he's quarantining with his dog Apollo in the guest house.
And his kid is quarantining as well. I mean, you see that they're taking proper precautions and everything, and you're gonna have the skeptics out there like, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind quarantining in a huge house or doing this and doing that, because you're always gonna have those people. But here you have people that showing it doesn't matter if you have money, you don't have money. This thing's if it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you. Sure. There's no way around it. And I mean, even this guy's wife have you seen her? She's in amazing shape. She works out. So I mean, that's what's so hard. Thank God that they're in good shape to be able to fight this thing off. But we gotta see. People gotta take care of themselves.
So a few tips that he had, Greg Jr. had posted. He said, what helped us? Now, this is obviously, they felt these things helped, but I'd like to share them just because. So if anybody out there with COVID hasn't done these things, maybe it's worth a shot. So they definitely said Pedialyte was a huge thing for keeping hydrated, because I know a lot of people struggle with that, and keeping hydrated is a huge one. They used Excedrin for migraine headaches. So there is in Excedrin, there's caffeine, so it produces it's great for migraines and headaches. Vitamin D, C, and zinc. So we've heard over and over and over, these three vitamins, most of the world is deficient in these: vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And so I regularly get my vitamin D checked. So this is a disclaimer to everyone. I get my vitamin D checked and I am extremely low. Now I have an iron issue, which promotes low D, but still I'm a golfer. I'm out in the sun every single day and I'm not absorbing D. And I didn't know it until later in my life. Now that I know it, I take a supplement and we move forward. But make sure you guys are getting those things checked. Ibuprofen for muscle aches, obviously. Z-Pak was prescribed by their doctor, and that was just for like the virus side of things. And then, and then they said our Christmas breaky appetizers. So
that's what the Z-Pak,
just some comfort food. And I just think having one another, husband and wife, probably was a huge help as well. So
yeah. I'm pretty sure. And like, just to go about your point about the vitamins, I have the same problem. And I do take vitamin D and C, and I take the zinc because with the C, and I have the iron pill that I take, working with the C, it absorbs better. So, you know, I do the same thing. And I'm out in the sun and I'm in Florida. So we're both in the sunshine states that you can get. And, you know, we still have those problems being on the golf course and doing all the stuff like that. So I've already been taking those as my supplements for a long time, and everything's, you know, seems pretty attainable for everybody and anybody. I mean, minus the Z-Pak, which they weren't giving a long time ago, but now they eased up restrictions on it and you can get it. Cause that's the only thing that I've ever taken has been the Z-Pak. That's all I can, cause I'm allergic to everything else. So I take that all the time. That's the go-to. I get sick, I get the Z-Pak. So it's good that, you know, there's actually somebody out there that, hey, these things are working. It could work for you. It may not, but there's always that shot that it could work for you.
No, I agree. And also another thing that Norman had said, he said, until I get 2 consecutive negative tests, I will continue to isolate with my dog, keeping me company. So there's somebody that's taking it very seriously and following correct protocol. I know a lot of people, they get it and then they're like, oh, it's been a week, I'm good. But you really do need to quarantine. And if you have the ability to get retested, you need to get retested and make sure that those results are coming back negative multiple times, and just pay attention to what's going on around you. So I think overall, we just are happy he and his family are doing okay.
100%. You know, let's beat this, man. I'm ready for this 2021 season. Get COVID out of our lives. I know it won't. I know it's going to be around for a long time, probably sort of like the flu. But you haven't heard much about the flu anymore.
No. Well, and it's funny. CDC had posted a new thing. It's on the website that the percentage of COVID is below drowning, car wrecks. Like it is low. So that's one thing. I think that it's very serious, but we also need to put it in perspective of what's going on, and not totally freak out and lose our minds over it. So just be smart, pay attention, do the best you can, and be courteous to other people. Man, it is a crazy world out there right now. So
yes, it is.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Make sure to write in. I love getting your messages on my Instagram at @RobertsonGolf. Make sure you are following all 3 of us on Instagram and all the social media platforms, as well as BiGGs Golf Talk. Tune in every week, and we love having you here. So until next week, keep swinging for par.
Hey, BGT listeners. Do you like free golf gear? Enter the BGT monthly giveaway free and win! Learn more at www.bigsgolftalk.net or .com to enter today.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap, already providing over 10,000 scholarships. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Golf is a dirty game. It's time to clean it up with Ready Pot, the only putter cover with a built-in ball cleaner and magnetic surface. Clean balls roll accurately, meaning you make more putts. Sink more, swear less. Clean up your game with Ready Pot.
This is Big's Golf Talk with Big John Quick, Bill the Golf Father, Cuevas, and Amanda Golf Diva Robertson.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeart Radio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices, including Amazon Music. Big John Quick, along with the Golf Father, Bill Cuevas, and Amanda the Golf Diva Robertson on our roundtable discussion. And this roundtable discussion is sponsored by Scorpion 21. Feel the sting with Scorpion 21. Learn more at scorpion21.com. Now, on our roundtable discussion, I want to talk about professional versus amateur. So what takes a professional and what takes an amateur? And people always gear towards amateurs, trying to make them better, get lessons and all that stuff. And granted, and I believe in lessons. I really, really do. But if you're going to just go out there, get a lesson, and go home and sit down for, a month and a half before you play your, next round of golf, or put that lesson to use in practicing everything else, that lesson is no good, in my opinion. I mean, and most people that golf possibly 3 times a week, 3 times a month, they're just out there trying to look to have fun. They rather have an extra beer cart out there than have somebody try to tell them how they can become better at playing golf, and they just rather have fun. Amanda is on the professional side of it. Bill and I are on the amateur side of it, and so we're going to get both sides of views here on the roundtable discussion. And I've been seeing on Facebook a lot of promotions in different groups about, hey, do you want to get better? Do you want to play better? And people are like, always, yeah, I want to play better. Yes, I want to gain extra distance and all that stuff. And there's some things out there that could possibly help you right away. One of those things is square shoes, where you could get the ground force to help you maybe gain a few extra yards off your tee box, maybe your iron shots. But as far as consistently getting better, well, my feeling about that is, if you don't put the work in, if you don't go to the range and work out, these professional athletes, such as Amanda the Golf Diva Robertson, they head out to the range every single morning, and even after the round of golf, they're at the range again. So, Amanda, let me turn to you as a professional. Am I misspoken by saying, you got to put the work in on the range in order to actually feel and get better on the golf course?
No, you're right. I think that a lot of people, while I believe in training aids and they have a purpose, and I believe in these things that we're seeing promoted on Facebook and everything else, I think they serve a very valid purpose. But at the end of the day, you can't get better without practice and putting those things into actual action out on the golf course. And when I teach, I'm such a big advocate on feel. So when you start to feel something change, that change is occurring. And so if you're not out on the range and you're not out on the putting green or the chipping green, you really, there's only so much you can do. And I'm not saying, during the winter months, we talked a lot about practicing basic drills in your house. Those things keep you steady. But once again, you're practicing a feel. You're getting your body into a position it needs to be. So, I see a difference. Like, now that I'm not playing as much competitively, when I do take time off and I don't put in that range practice, I definitely notice a difference. I mean, it is a game you have to put the work in. You can't just hope to get lucky.
Mm-hmm. And one of the posts that I'm talking about that I seen actually this past week, and this guy's been flooding this group, Old School Golf, with new tools on Facebook. and I'm just going to say his first name. I'm not going to put his whole name out there, but his first name is Frank, so let's call him Frank. He puts this post
Frankie.
out there. He puts this post out there. Let's assume there would be a new teaching system that would keep people playing golf. Better performance, significantly better DA, significantly better GIR, greens and regulations, right? Equal or better ball speed, and really health, and most importantly, allow the student to have more success and fun. How many of you would want to learn this new system first and then teach it? And he has a picture of an individual by who we saw just a couple weeks ago. And just a phenom, the next phenom in golf at 11 years old, Charlie Woods. And he's got a picture of Charlie Woods. Let me tell you something. Charlie Woods is on a range morning, noon, and night, to be clear. Another guy says, I've created it, the introduction to what the Shade Tree Pro Swing is. Another guy, and I loved what he said, and I kind of piggybacked off of what he said, and this was kind of what brought me to this topic today. Maybe there doesn't need to be a system to help golfers have more fun. Just add another beer cart or keep selling bigger drivers that fix everything. In my years, I have many golfers that aren't good, play maybe 3-4 times a week, a month, and have fun with their buddies. Not everyone wants to be a pro. My reply to that individual was, love this. The players at the level of the professional, quote unquote, put countless hours into practice. Players that want to just have fun typically do not have that type of time. There is no system that can replace practice. The more you do it, the better you will be. And many people have loved it, hearted it, liked it. You know, Bill the Golffather Cuevas, you know, you and I are kind of on the border here because, you know, we play golf for a living as far as talking about it here on the air, testing products and things like that. But at the same time, when we test products, we are just talking about the average Joe Waynes, the average Joes, Johns, Billies, you know, out there that are the weekend golfers that play maybe once, twice, 3 times a month or something like that. So we give that type of feedback when we test products. What I said here, though, there is no system that can replace practice. That was a quote by me. What say you?
Yeah. Well, okay, if you have a system, right? Everybody has a different type of system. You know, you have different type of swings. Everybody has their thing out there or whatever their niche is. The point is, regardless of what you do and how you do it, you still have to practice at it. There is nothing out there that's just going to go out there and say, oh, we're going to fix your swing in 3 minutes and you're going to do all these things better. It's not going to happen. The point is muscle memory. We all have that memory inside of our brain. We can't get it out that quick. It's in there. We're going to revert to bad habits. It doesn't matter if you're practicing every single day, all the time, until you get enough. And Amanda knows, until you get enough swings, enough, you know, swinging these golf balls, hitting, whatever you're doing, whatever system you can use any system you want, which is not the system's fault. You still need the time. I don't believe there's a quick fix to anything. Yeah, there might be some better systems out there than others. There's better training aids than others. Absolutely 100%. But those training aids are to help you when you use the key word, practice. That's what they're to help you for. Practice. 100%.
Amanda, there was another comment on here by Jerry. Jerry says the number one reason people don't improve is they simply don't work at it. People want to buy improvement or look for a magic pill that will cure all their issues. On the other hand, if you look around, there are thousands of people who put the work in traditional golf methods and have earned the success they crave. Golf is so like life, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you get what you put into it. You know, and I think I'm not saying that other sports you don't have to work hard, because you do. And I've played many other sports and you have to put in a lot of, but it's like anything. With golf, though, I think it's the next level. Like if you want to really see improvement, like I get people that ask me all the time when we're playing on the golf course or, you know, I'm hitting balls on the range and they go, man, like I wish I could hit it like you. Or I have people come to me for lessons and they say, okay, I always ask, what are your goals? What are your injuries? Those are the two things I start my lesson with. And on the goal side, people always say, well, I want to be able to take money from my buddies and I want to be able to, not suck. But here's the thing. Then I ask my third question, how often are you out on a golf course? And when you tell me 2 times a year, you're not getting any better. You're not going to. So like you said, they want a quick fix. They want a pill that, and these training aids, unfortunately, as advertised, give the idea that if I use this, I'm going to instantly be better. Now, you will get better with the training aids if you use them in your practice routinely.
Yes.
They're not meant to be a one-time swing it a few times and then you're cured. It's a know how to use it and use it properly and use it repetitively on the range or in your house, but use it on a consistent basis.
No, I agree. One of the things I'll give you an example of an amateur golfer that's putting the work into it, and he is a third of the age that we are all. 11 years old. Let's talk a little bit about Charlie Woods and give him some spotlight, because that PNC tournament, I watched round 1 and watched round 2, and you want to talk about a young individual that is disciplined on the golf course, and you could tell he puts in the time and the work and the practice, and that is one Charlie Woods. Amanda, let's go with you first. Any impressions on Charlie Woods?
He's the spitting image of his dad, and I think more than his golf swing, he's willing to put in the work once again, just like his dad, and it doesn't seem to be a bother to him. It's not something he has to do. It's actually something he wants to do, and I just think, man, like what a cool thing to see him so enthused over it as well. So I'm really excited to see what this kid has to bring. And I just hope, I've talked about this before, the pressure of being and filling Tiger Woods' shoes. I was really worried about this kind of debut for him. But he handled it like a champ. He didn't care. I think that I would be so worried that everyone goes, you're Tiger Woods' son. You have to be good. You will be good. And so he just said, whatever. Let me go eagle this hole and move on.
Bill, the golf father, Cuevas, I think the fun showed when, and I'm glad the television covered this part of it, but the fun showed when Charlie Woods gave it right back to the Thomases by leaving that note in the bunker, draw hole, and turned around and was laughing about it. So he wasn't all that serious, and you could tell he was focused on what was, I guess, in between the ropes, inside the ropes. He wasn't focused what was outside the ropes, wasn't focused about the cameras following him. And I think Tiger did a really good job at shadowing him after the round of golf and allowed him to just go to the range and spend time with it by himself while he had his interview commitments. And literally said on TV that I want to keep him away from all this. This is not his responsibility.
I think he's protecting him well. He knows what's going on. Watching it was amazing. Watching him, side-by-side comparisons on what they were doing. His swing compared to Tiger's swing when he was younger as opposed to where he's following now. And the only thing that kept going into my brain was like, you know what? He's Tiger Woods' kids. He's going to have the best of everything. He's already where most people wish they'll ever get. And then the best part about it is, with all the issues that Tiger's had in the past, Tiger's going to protect that kid from that. So wherever he was with his back issues and doing this and doing that, Tiger's going to make sure that little boy never has to suffer from that kind of stuff.
For sure.
Those ailments. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just a fascinating thing to watch in round 1 and round 2 with, the things. And you know what? And like Tiger said, they're both competitive. And, but he let Charlie do his own thing. So he wasn't coaching him. He was actually a teammate more than he was a coach.
I like when Charlie give him the thumbs up. I nailed it.
Yeah.
Just come on.
Yeah, let's go. Don't have to hit, Dad.
Don't worry about it. Come on, let's pace the plays. Come on.
Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
I got you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I love it.
I bet you next time they move back those tees. They're going to move those tees back next year.
They're going to make him tee off from the whites or something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They had tees for the ages and not for the handicaps. So that's our message to you guys. Look into your systems. That's fine if you want, but know that with any system you want to go with or any system you have put out there, you have to put the work in as well. Our last show, we had a young lady on our show. I received this message in email that I really want to acknowledge. The message says, "Gentlemen, I enjoyed your show with Camden Morrison. I am the campus electrician at Franklin Pierce University in Ridge, New Hampshire. Camden was my student helper and so much more for her 4 years. Her genuine, friendly personality and infectious smile and laugh are things I miss on a daily basis. Thank you for recognizing this and including her on your show. I also have faith in her. She was a hell of a basketball player as well. Good luck. Go Cam. Big Rob Hannings."
Wow.
You know, we don't dip into the mailbag enough here on Biggs Golf Talk, but I'll tell you what, when we get emails like that, we really have to dip into that bag and acknowledge it here on Biggs Golf Talk. And Bill the Golffather Cuevas, Camden Morrison, I think is going to be a really great future superstar.
Yes, I agree. And she really does. Everything that he said, that he experienced and missed, we got to see. We saw when we met her, when we had her on the show, after the show. She's that's who she is, man. It was great. I'm glad that we're helping support her, and I'm hoping that more stuff comes. You know, we've reached out to several of our sponsors. They're talking with her on how they can help her and get what she needs, because she's here in Florida. She's ready for the Sumatra tour and everything else.
Amanda, one of the things that we talk about, and maybe you can offer some advice for one Camden Morrison to get to that next level, what would that advice be?
I would have to say that because everyone knows golf is such like a lonely journey. So when you're playing well, it's great. But if you're playing bad, it's very lonely, whatnot. But I think getting out of your own way, and it sounds very cliche, it sounds very like, okay, but seriously, when I look back now, had I just moved out of my own way, I would have played so much better. I was always so worried about what everyone was going to think about how I played and when I played and what tournaments I chose. And really just go out there and play like you played before you turned pro.
There you go. With that said, we're going to move on here on Biggs Golf Talk and get ready for the second hour right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices. I know you are going to enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend there, Amanda, in Arizona, so please tell Craig and everybody else we said hello.
Will do. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year 2021. Thanks.
Woo.
And goodbye 2020. We'll be right back with the second hour right here on Biggs Golf Talk. A golf ball that performs for you. The Encore Avant 55. Hot off the tee. A formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The Caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The Encore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.encoregolf.com. And be more with Encore.
You'll hit it squarer, sweeter, straighter, and longer. I love the look of them, and with the extra width, they're the most comfortable golf shoes I've ever worn. They're called squares, and once you've played a round in them, you won't want to play another round in anything else. These completely new performance golf shoes will improve your stability and balance. And it's been proven in science. Balance equals power. There you go. To feel good and play my best, I wear squares. Now you can wear them too. Just go to getsquares.com to find out more. That's getsquares.com.
Hello, this is Hector Santiago Martinez, and you are listening to Big's Golf Talk Radio with my friends Big John Quick and Bill the Golf Father Cuevas.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk, right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. And this segment is sponsored by GolfKnickers.com. They're the world's leading retailer of classic golf apparel. They specialize in their full line of men's plus fours of golf knickers as we know it. To complement the knickers, their company has a full line of matching socks, caps, and shirts, allowing them to deliver the complete outfit to their customers. Their customers do include golf radio hosts, corporations, golf courses, school golf teams, tournaments, and avid golfers around the world. They are committed to growing the game of golf by encouraging players to wear the game the way it was meant to be played in golf knickers. They have golf knickers for the men's, ladies, the youth. GolfKnickers.com, the world leader in traditional golf apparel. Their telephone number is 800-940-9415. That's 1-800-940-9415. GolfKnickers.com. Now, Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, when we come across our youth, which is the future of our country and the future of our life as we know it, right?
Yep.
And we come across a young person that is just so inspirational, whether it be with golf or whether it be just life in its own. Mm-hmm. We have to have that person on this show, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it just comes out. We have In His Grip,
yes,
which is our faith for golfers and stuff like that. We have our group, which in turn, we ended up meeting Julio and Bruce, and in turn I ended up meeting Terry Collins and watching her show. And in return, all of us, regardless of what we're doing, we have faith as our background. So when you see someone young, old, or whatever still making a difference, doing what they do and how they do and having natural talent, we got to have them on the show. It doesn't matter if they're golfers or not. We hope by the end of the show she might become a golfer or something like that. But it doesn't matter, man. At this point, right now, it's about growing this world. And
you know what? I mean, I read her bio and I read her website and I do this research and I'm thinking to myself, God, it's like she's already had an accomplished life.
Yes. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think about it all the time. I'm like, because I've been talking back and forth with her dad for a couple of weeks about getting her on the show, looking for the opportune time. And what better way to start it than 2021 show? This is our first show that we're going to have for the season. And I think she's amazing. I listened to her talk, and honestly, me, I can't stay still. I'm multitasking. I got that ADD.
And you know what? I kind of wish this was one of our first interviews that we do on TV, because obviously we're launching our TV thing.
Well, you know what, Biggs?
What's that?
She's going to. We're going to.
Well, she's also have another. She's got another book on. Yeah. But
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time here. Known across the region as a little ball of joy and energy, Arianna Fox may come in a small package, but her ideas are as revolutionary as they are wide-reaching. For several years now, Arianna has devoted her life and much of her time to reaching out to others and spread messages of hope, inspiration, and self-confidence. Making a positive impact upon others and helping them rock their lives to a maximum potential is a part of this upcoming kidpreneur goal of her interactions with kids, her fellow tweens, teens, adults, and everybody. With her kid-tastic kapow speaking style and her ability to engage audience of all ages, it's easy to understand how Arianna has been able to raise her platform from her humble hometown in Delaware to a wide network online. She is a national award winner with the acclaimed NFPW, National Federation of Press Women, and multi-award winner with the DPA, Delaware Press Association. She's also a professional voiceover actress, a talent, performing for online commercial ads, web series, and professional commercials. Ladies and gentlemen, she's an author. She's a motivational speaker. She's a girlpreneur, actress, and voiceover. Arianna Fox is here with us on Biggs Golf Talk. Arianna Fox, welcome into Biggs Golf Talk.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have you ever had an introduction like that?
But you did it epically. You made it. Wow.
Yes. But you know what? He has the face for radio. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why that voice just radiates out.
I know.
Yeah, because like he said in the intro, we're going into the video side of things for ourselves, and we want you to be on. You might be the first one that we invite on to get it on. We're setting everything up for 2021 to make it even bigger and better, so people can see your glowingness and how you do, because it's infectious. You know, I saw the video when you did with Terry Collins, and I couldn't stop listening, and then I couldn't stop watching. You know what I mean? So you're captivating of your audience, whether you know it or not. And so, yeah, you're a little spitfire, man. You go out there, and I started listening to all your stuff where you're interviewing people or they're interviewing you. And I think it's what this world needs. We need more of you out there.
Well, I want to find out, though, because, I mean,
yes,
holy cow, you would think she's 20-something, 30-something, you know, like an accomplished
I would say she's like 60-something with 2 books, a movie coming out, more stuff coming on TV, voiceovers, and everything else.
I know it's not polite to ask a girl her age, but I have to find out, and people would want to know. But yes. Arianna, how old are you?
I am 14.
Wow. There's no way.
14.
Just turned 14
you know what I was doing at 14?
What?
Not this.
I wasn't doing this. I was still in the Bronx playing baseball on some high school ball field that most of it wasn't even grass. I think it was fake grass that we had. In the Bronx, we didn't have too many places that had grass. I wasn't thinking about writing a book. I wasn't thinking about nothing. I was thinking about when was this practice going to be over so I don't have to run anymore, and when I can go home and watch TV. That's what I was thinking.
Hilarious. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
You know, with a young lady at the age of 14, at what point in your young life did you decide that you wanted to devote your life to reaching out to others and spreading messages of hope, inspiration, and self-confidence?
That's a really good question. I've actually always really had that passion. I've always wanted to inspire people ever since I was extremely young. And the thing was, I wanted to, but I just didn't know how, and I didn't really have the opportunities to do so at such a young age. And so finally, as years and years and years went by, I was around 10 years old when one day I woke up and my parents were like, "Hey, what if you become a motivational speaker?" And I was like, oh my goodness, that's perfect. Yes. You know, and then we created the business and everything, the business side of things. And it really culminated with that passion that I had to motivate and energize people.
Well,
he has it.
You know, you have come out with 2 books and a movie coming out from one of your books. But what was your first book that you wrote, and what was it about?
So my first book is The Princess Chronicles, and that is a children's book for kids that is about these princesses that are learning kindness, friendship, forgiveness, trust, honesty, and teamwork, all those important qualities and morals. It's actually pretty interesting. When I first started writing it, it was meant to be basically for all people, but there was definitely a Christian element of the morals that I wanted to put in there, because so many kids need those morals in their heads from a young age. You know, so many people are having to learn these things, these values at adult age and at teen age, and it's like that. But if I can write this book that kids can read at a young age, and they can really, really understand that, I think that would be awesome. So, yeah.
And the second book is False Awakening. And from what we've heard is you have a movie coming out of this book.
Yes. So False Awakening is my sci-fi Amazon best-selling novel. And I am in contract to basically, it is in contract for a movie to be made of False Awakening. Yes. And I'm like so excited. I was so over the moon when I heard about this. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like, oh, what do you want to see today? What movie do you want to see today? How about False Awakening? And like, it just didn't seem like that would happen, but it was amazing. 100% amazing.
We're talking with Arianna Fox. She's an entrepreneur, actress. She's a motivational speaker, author, and a girlpreneur. So she is a rock star, certainly is. At what age did you start taking your faith seriously?
That's a good question. I would say it was actually really ever since I was young. My parents were absolutely amazing in helping me to understand faith and biblical truth and teaching, yet also not forcing it on me like you have to this, you have to that, you have to that. They helped me understand and guided me like I was a new convert per se, like someone's still learning. And so then I was able to really kind of grasp it myself and understand it and have that passion for the truth and for the word and for the Lord myself. So my parents did an amazing job in helping nurture and grow my faith. But yeah, so it was ever since I was extremely young that I always knew I was extremely, serious about my faith, definitely. But yeah, it's always been like that. Yeah.
Now, it seems to me that you're very inspirational, not just to your type of ages and stuff like that, the teens, the kids and stuff like that. But certainly, I'm 53 years old, and I'm certainly impressed. I'm inspired by your story and everything else. And I know when Bill approached me about having you on the show, and I started to do my research, I was like, "Holy cow! This girl needs some some publicity and things like that." I really like your quote: "You rock, dream big, and you got this." Now, you also, along with your parents, host social media workshops. You want to talk about what those are?
Yes. So my parents and I, entrepreneurship sort of runs in the family. My parents are entrepreneurs, and they own and started a business called Splash Design Works, which is for basically they make logos, websites, graphic design, social media, marketing, and digital marketing and such. And so I've always been a part of that as well. I am still the junior marketing director and the social samurai of our business. And I basically was involved with the business ever since it started. When I was, ever since I was like around 6 years old, I would go to chamber mixers with my parents and just give people our spiel and what we did. And so those social media workshops were actually a few years ago, we started our social media branch. We didn't always do social media, but we just started it a few years ago. And when we did all the research, we understood about social media, and we're like, we need to teach people and help people to know how to, to manage their social media and stuff, which is a very, very time consuming thing. But we did this for many different people, for libraries. We did it for SCORE Delaware. We did it for tons of different businesses and even for chambers. And basically they're workshops where we teach people, business people, entrepreneurs, and professionals how to do social media. And I've always kind of had my own little segment where I talk and teach them about, Instagram and Twitter and things like that. And it's really funny because some of the people have left reviews about our workshops, and they've said, wow, I came not expecting to be taught by a, 11 or 12-year-old girl or however old I was at the time, and they're like, I was not expecting to be taught, but, I learned so much, and so that was really awesome that my parents and I were able to teach people, social media.
So not only are you an author, inspirational speaker, girlpreneur, an actress, and I'll get that girlpreneur down before the end of the show, but
Biggs, we should make that phrase.
Should I push the button?
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Okay, hold on.
Hit the button.
Phrase of the week.
Girlpreneur.
There you go.
Boom! That's the phrase that pays for the week.
There you go. Girlpreneur.
I love it. I love it.
So with all of that, 14 years old, I mean, God, 14 years old, I was on the playground. Like Bill, I was on the playground, hanging with my friends, playing video games, and I still didn't have enough time in the day. Here you are, writing books, got a movie, doing works, and that's not all. Ladies and gentlemen, Arianna Fox is a radio host. She is.
Yes, she is.
She hosts a show called Teen Topics Radio Show with Arianna Fox. Now, okay, I want the secret. Where do you get extra time in the day that everyone else has 24 hours in a day? Where do you get the extra hours in a day to do all this?
I actually don't get any extra hours. It's still the same 24-hour day for me. but I definitely, but I think my biggest secret, I guess, is I schedule things out and make sure I know, okay, when this is happening, when that is happening, when to do this. Like, for example, today I'm working on an article, but I'm going to squeeze that in between different interviews and such. So, it's like it's just about organization and knowing what to do when and sorting out priorities. But yes, I am I am the host of a show called Teen Topics. It was on the radio and now it's on Instagram, an Instagram live show called Teen Topics. And I do this every month. My next one is actually coming up. It's basically the first Saturday of every month. My next one is coming up on January 2nd, Saturday at 11 a.m. EST. Totally check it out. But yeah. And yeah.
Wait, let me do this in my official radio voice. And ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here you go.
Teen Topics with Arianna Fox on WGLRO Radio. There you go.
Cool. Now I got two questions. First one is easy. When do you schedule time for you to be a 14-year-old? Do you know how to be a 14-year-old? That's the first one. Then I got another one after that. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, firstly, I just wanted to say it's not on WGLRO anymore. It is on Instagram. But I love that radio voice. That was great. But
whoopsie.
Never mind what I just said there about WGRO.
That was great, though. But yeah, so that's a great question. I definitely do make sure, and my parents do as well. We all try to make sure that I do have time, at least at the end of the day and such, to have fun. And I know it's really funny because a lot of the things I do play games. I do play, computer games and such. But for some reason, two of the things that I love to do the most that I've actually found are funner than playing games are, number one, writing, because I love writing, and number two, learning languages. I am a 100% polyglot in training is what I'm trying to do, and that is I'm learning Spanish and French and a little bit of Chinese and Catalan. But yeah, mainly Spanish and French. And so yeah, I love doing that in my free time. But yes, I do have free time, and my parents and I, we try to make sure that I have as much free time as possible at the end. So work hard, play hard. That's kind of the mentality. You work at it.
I can speak French. I can.
Really?
Oh yeah, a lot of
Me too. French toast.
French fries.
French fries.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Here, watch.
Hola, yeah.
Watch.
And I speak Spanish
Watch.
too. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias.
Excuse me, I vive a poo-poo.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah, exactly.
Play
Okay.
All right, question number 2.
Okay. My next one is I was online, like when I told you before we went on air, that I was looking at the stuff, and I saw that you did this thing called Time to Unify, Time to Be a Spark. So I saw that. We got 2 minutes. So I need you to answer that question and then run into where they can find you, social media, Instagram, everything that you got. Give us. You got 2 minutes. You close this thing out.
All right, then. So Time to Unify is an amazing project that my daddy actually created. He filmed me, and I was the main lead actress and the voiceover as well, voiceover narrator for it. And what this is about is basically a project for all people to unify, no matter where they came from, no matter what walks of life they come from. He got lots of different people from all over the globe to film themselves reaching out a hand like that. And I was able to be a part of this incredible project about basically hey guys, it's time to unify, to get together in the midst of all this chaos of the world. And so I love that project. You can find me all over the place. You can find me on my site at ariannafox.com. That's ARIANNAFOX.com. You can email me at afox@ariannafox.com. On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you can find me at afoxauthor, and on LinkedIn and YouTube as Arianna Fox. Also, to buy my books, you can find them on Amazon, or you can also find them you can also purchase them for a personalized signed copy on my site, ariannafox.com.
There you go. And Billy, I got to tell you, you know what? Mike and his wife, her mom, and Mike is smart. He's smart. Let me tell you why he's smart. Let me tell you why he's smart. He's got Arianna doing all this stuff. No time for boys. This is the smartest parenting ever.
I love it.
Ever. No boys. This is a father's dream right here. So you don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely.
Oh, Mike Fox is the most brilliant father ever. That's all I got to say.
We're going to have Trish on, because we have to see how did this they create this
2 words. No boys. No boys. How are we going to do this? She's not going to be rebellion about this, and she's going to like what she's doing instead of worrying about, that blonde-haired, blue-eyed dork in 8th grade.
You know what, Big?
What?
The way just talking to her and the way that she said her prayer and the way that she talks about her faith, they raised her right. They don't even have to worry. I bet you Mike and Trish don't even think about it.
Listen, I bet you Mike thinks about it. I guarantee you Mike thinks about it.
Yes. We all
any father that has a daughter thinks about it.
I absolutely agree 100%. But I think he's a little bit at ease. And we got to get Mike and Trish on the show too, because they have a whole different plan.
More Biggs Golf Talk coming away right after this.
Hey, BGT listeners. Do you like free golf gear? Enter the BGT monthly giveaway free and win. Learn more at www.biggsgolftalk.net or .com to enter today.
You'll hit it squarer, sweeter, straighter, and longer. I love the look of them, and with the extra width, they're the most comfortable golf shoes I've ever worn. They're called squares, and once you've played a round in them, you won't want to play another round in anything else. These completely new performance golf shoes will improve your stability and balance. And it's been proven in science. Balance equals power. There you go. To feel good and play my best, I wear squares. Now you can wear them too. Just go to getsquares.com to find out more. That's getsquares.com.
The Caddy Daddy Claw Golf Glove is a golf glove that lasts 3 to 5 times longer with an exclusive non-slip silicone grip. The Claw Glove features maximum flexibility and grip, amazing airflow and comfort, lasts longer than leather, machine washable, and free size exchanges. Get a grip on your golf game today when you wear the Claw Glove.
The Claw Glove has men's and women's sizes.
Learn more about the Claw Glove and other great products from Caddy Daddy Golf at www.caddydaddygolf.com.
You're listening to Biggs Golf Talk Radio on Amazon Music, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Follow us and get notified of the latest show postings.
Welcome back to Biggs Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices, including Amazon Music. And be sure to favorite us in Amazon Music, because every time the podcast is posted, well, you will get your notifications. As a matter of fact, be sure to favorite us in your favorite podcast platform, whatever that might be, and then you will get notified whenever the podcast is posted after the show airs here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio. Big John Quick, along with the Golf Father Bill Cuevas, in the segment sponsored by The Distance Shoe, Squares Shoes, Proof, Not Promise. Learn more at getsquares.com. That's SQAIRZ.com. And Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, is certainly a pleasure having our next guest on. And he's from the Ohio area. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, man, we really got to get out to Ohio and challenge those golf courses out there.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I've been planning for years for it to get out there, but maybe 2021 we will get out there. We're hoping.
We got to get that done, guys. We got to do that.
And the voice you hear is the one and only Fred Altvater From Back Nine Report, joining us here on Biggs Golf Talk. Fred, welcome into Biggs Golf Talk once again, my brother.
Hey, it's always good to be with you guys. Always a lot of fun. Every time we get together, we have a great time. Always like to be on your show. And what are you guys up to? I'm looking out my window. I'm actually in Cadillac, Michigan, looking out the window. We got 5 inches of snow last night on top of about the 3 inches we had. So we got quite a bit of snow up here. No golf today.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is currently 45 degrees, Fred Altvater, and no snow.
Yeah, we can play in that.
Yes, sir. That's what I tell the people around here. 45 degrees in the Midwest, and you're going to get 300 golfers on a golf course.
Absolutely, you will. But over here in Florida, it's really, 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 really cold. It's a brisk 79 degrees.
Yeah.
What about those folks, guys? Woo!
I'm going to be down there. I'm going to be there in about 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Man.
Which part are you heading to?
We're going to be down in Miami for a while, West Palm for a few days, up around Orlando for a week. We're actually coming over to Tampa for a few days.
Which part?
Going to be at Saddlebrook for a couple of days.
That's my backyard.
Yep, we'll have to give you a call. We'll have to get together. Lenny and I are going to be together over there.
Oh, nice.
Lenny Ziem.
Oh, Lenny Ziem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, let me know if you need a real golfer with you guys. Yeah. Or somebody like a young guy like me. You know what I mean? Somebody that's going to play.
Fred Altvater, ever since he won and with Steve McMillan, won a tournament just about a month ago, this whole thing's been going to his head. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
That's because the only golf that Biggs gets to play is that 2K21. That's all he gets to play, and that's all he's good on. So he gets mad and upset that
it's because Davis gets all these free clubs, and he's got it all tuned in now. They got him all fitted up, and he can't miss. There's no way he can miss.
That's right.
Hey, every club promises me an extra 10 yards, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
It doesn't matter on the swing, right? Yeah, exactly right.
Yep.
Yeah. Just the equipment.
Now, Fred, as you've heard, and one thing that you guys understand is, as much as it's a competition for a lot of media people out there, radio shows, TV shows, and stuff like that, behind the scenes, it's a really tight-knit brotherhood and a tight-knit fraternity. And certainly here on Biggs Golf Talk, we share the wealth with our media partners, and because we feel that we do something different than most media partners and media friends do. So we always invite our media friends on and see what they got going on. Fred, as you may have heard, the 2021 PGA Merchandise Show is going virtual. Are you pretty sad about that?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, that's, we had already made our plans to be in Orlando for that week. So we didn't cancel out. We're just going to go ahead and spend the time there. I'm going to check out some resorts while we're there. We're going to do some work, and we'll probably check in on some of the virtual meetings and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way the times are. But look how great this is. Billy can be in Florida. You can be in New Mexico. I'm sitting here in Michigan. We can be talking just like we're sitting together in a room. It's phenomenal stuff.
It really is. I mean, these webinar, platforms and apps that have come out with since, COVID and the pandemic have hit. I mean, they've been around before that, but boy, have they been booming now that we have this pandemic and really flourishing, on the side of business and, media as well. I mean, you see now on professional TV networks and talk shows and stuff like that, using these platforms to conduct interviews, and where
they're no different than what we're doing.
You know what, and that's the thing. We've been doing this for a few years now. Using these platforms, and here now you see major TV networks and major talk shows moving to that aspect. And I would like to say that the three of us kind of pioneered all that.
We're on the cutting edge.
We are on the cutting edge.
We're outstanding in our field.
Cutting edge or cutting floor? I haven't figured out what's up. Yeah, right. One of those other. I don't know. Exactly. I haven't figured out what they got us on yet.
So, Back Nine Report, like you said, you're in Michigan, you're in the Midwest there, and you got some, I guess, in the golf world, it's some downtime out there, so you actually have to travel elsewhere to get some work done. But what is happening with the Back Nine Report?
We got some really exciting stuff going on, guys. One of the things, of course, is talked to you before the last time I was here is the Arthur Hills Golf Trail. We've got 5 courses in that around the Toledo area, southern Michigan and northwestern Ohio that really make a great stay and play option. For $100 a day, you can play pretty much unlimited golf, stay the night. It's in play really high quality Arthur Hills golf courses. Really, really good stuff. Another thing that we're really excited about, you can see I'm wearing the Gear Up shirt here. Gear Up shirt. We're working with those people a little bit, and this is a startup company. It's about 3-4 years old. They have a great product. You guys got a chance to check them out, and they don't wear out. They don't wrinkle. They don't fade. The guy spent about 2 years coming up with the right mix of fabric that he wanted, and he's really got a great product. And they don't break the bank. They're under $50 each. Okay, so it's really a great product. And he's a little bit, if you like a little color, some of these guys, I know you guys like your loudmouth stuff and a little bit more color and stuff. He's got that. And then the other factor of the Gear Up Sportswear is that he will customize anything you want. And it's about a 3-week turnaround. If you tell him what you want, he can get that customized and get it out to you. And really, I don't know of anybody else in the business that's doing it that fast. And then the third thing that we're working with a little bit is Ace Indoor Golf. And they have what they call a new Gimme Simulator. It's GIMME Simulator. And so they take all the pieces. So Biggs, I know you got a big mansion there in Albuquerque, and you need a game room, you need a simulator in there, but you just need a mat and you need a screen, and you need maybe the computer parts. You just order what you need. They send it to you and you put it up.
Nice.
They're the largest installers of simulators in the country. They work with everybody. They actually make the screens and the fabric and stuff that's used in the back side of those things. They have the latest technology. So it's Gimme Simulators, GIMME Simulators, and also Ace Indoor Golf. You can find it there. So yeah, those are kind of 3 things that we're really working with right now. And just as you know, I mean, you got to change. You got to keep adding, and all this new technology comes along. We tried out the Squares golf shoes. I know you guys talk about those a lot. They're a little different. Somebody wants to try something new. They're very cool. But other than that, guys, that's probably what we've been working on the last few months.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to sell a pool table, and my wife is, going to turn that room into a red, white, and blue room, and I didn't tell her yet that I'm going to turn it into a golf practice area too as well, and she doesn't know that yet. But when I get a Gimme simulator, then she'll find out soon enough that how much we're going to turn that into a golf practice room. But
there you go.
We had a chance to receive a sample from Gear Up Sportswear. And I gotta tell you, I right from the get go out of the package, I love the feel of it, and did some research and tried them on and all that stuff, and I love the feel on my skin. I like it how the performance, even when I wear an undershirt that's a long sleeve underneath it, the stretchability, the 4-way stretch on it, and how it feels. I just like their message. They're stylish and sturdy. They're committed to quality, and they have a 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and I got to tell you, those 3 comments right there tell you that's a business you want to work with.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you a little backstory here on the gentleman that started the company. This may take just a minute, so bear with me.
You're fine.
He a young guy. He was a sports enthusiast, played all the sports, really good. He was a really great softball player, played a lot of baseball, really involved, got into his late teens, early 20s, saw the easy money that was kind of being made with some of these drug deals and stuff going along, and actually got caught selling some drugs.
Oh, no.
So he ended up doing 5 years in jail. And he said, probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because I learned real quick that I did not want to go back there. So when he got out, he was, just got, he's a felon now, so had trouble getting a job, working at golf courses. He was from the area, so a lot of people knew him. A real likable guy, and he got to designing shirts for outings, just doing the designs and buying them through other places, And people liked him so much, and the demand kept growing and growing. And he's a big guy like you, Biggs, bigger guy. And, he didn't like the way the shirt shrunk. He didn't like the way he paid $75 for a shirt and it'd fade out after you washed it 4 or 5 times, or it'd shrink, or, it lost its shape. He says, I can come up with something better. So he developed this the shirt that you're seeing now about 4 years ago, and got it started. He got some people to invest in him and got started to develop it. And I'm telling you, he's just killing it. The shirts now are all over the country. He's been selling them through pro shops, but we're just going to start in 2021, actually trying to do some online marketing a little bit more, trying to go through guys like you who have a good audience that can say, hey, this is a really good product. You guys should try this. I'll tell you, I've got about 8 of them, and I love them. I wear them all the time. I know I'm not the best model in the world, but I sent you some pics. If you ever get a chance, put those on your website or put them up.
Yeah.
People can see that they really look nice. I have a lot of different designs, and they're really a quality product.
I'll tell you what, Bill the Golffather Cueva, stylish and sturdy. Let me tell you what he says on his website. Their goal is to put fun in functional sportswear. That's why they love hearing the creative ideas from their customers. These ideas are what drives them to create a new collection. They design clothing you love so you can put your focus on your drives, chips, and putts. And you know what I like about this? And we've come across some apparel that we feel that we could wear from the golf course to dinner.
Yeah.
This is one of the companies I feel you don't even have to wear it on the golf course. You could wear it to dinner. You could wear it on a date.
Yeah, it's casual wear. Just about anywhere.
I don't think it's just for golf. And I just love the digital camo, the digital patterns.
I'm going to wait till we have them on the show so I could ask my questions, because I already got a list of questions, a bunch of things that I want. That I've seen. So I'm not going to share my ideas with Fred. I'm going to save it for when we have them on.
See, Fred, he doesn't want you to take any ideas.
I have to make sure that Fred doesn't take my ideas, because he has that faith that I'm not sure if I can trust it right now. I'm gonna wait because I really like the designs and stuff. We both went with the purple camo. But it's unique. I've never seen the purple camo. I've seen all the other colors, but I've never seen the purple one. It happens to be one of my favorite colors.
And by the way, they go all the way up to a 4XL. I mean, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I like the material, but there's certain things I want to ask them that's not posted. I know, Fred, you said that they want to go bigger and inside of the realm of selling outside into our world. Doing it digitally and selling online and doing that, getting outside of the green grass stores and stuff like that as well. But I have a bunch of ideas I'm looking at that nobody else is doing, that maybe if he could do it, he could be. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that want it. And I'm just saying, from people that I've heard, speaking about it, and I see that he has similar stuff. So I'm thinking he can pull it off. If anybody right now, I think he could pull it off. So,
and by the way, this is just not for men's. They have ladies as well, women's arrivals, new arrivals, and women's sportswear. So if you're a lady golfer out there, I mean, they have some really ladies out there.
They do. Yeah. I like the custom. Did you check out the custom stuff?
I did check out their custom stuff.
I like can you see the golf father running down the back? Right, the back of the spine.
Yeah.
Golf father. I there's a lot of potentials inside of these shirts. I like the colors. I really do.
That's one of the things I really wanted to touch on, was that if you're having an outing, okay, you're having the BiGGs Golf Talk outing, and you want a special shirt to put in the swag bag that's not going to break the bank, and you're going to need maybe 100 of them or something like that, he can put those together for you, and boom, you got a really specialized package, something you can give to the people, and that helps advertise your outing for the next year. People see that, oh man, I want that, So he has his own tournament every year. I play in it, and he actually, part of the deal is you get 2 shirts. It's a team deal, like a Ryder Cup thing, and so you get one shirt for one day and one shirt for the second day, because for your whole team. And
I'm actually looking at a
Last
shirt.
time I checked, there was 2 co-hosts here.
Yeah. you know, and one of the things.
2 of us.
Yeah, and one of the things I'm looking at right now that I don't see under their regular collection is they have this blue and red shirt. So the top is blue and the bottom is red, and they have vice versa. And I guess this was customized, and it looks phenomenal. And you know, so even if you don't see something in their collection, I'm sure if you email them and touch base with them for your custom ideas, this guy can do it for you.
Absolutely. That's exactly right, Biggs. And I don't know of anybody else that's doing it. You know, Adidas and Puma and all the other places that put nice shirts out there, they're great,
right?
But they're making millions of them, and they don't want to mess with small orders. Where this is a small, growing company, and they want to be known as the company that can do these custom kind of things.
Well, there's most of the companies out there, you know, you had to get 100 shirts or 150 shirts, and it seems to me that if you have a small get-together, a small group of people, or, you know, if you have a league, you know, that you guys want your team, you know, shirts, and you have 15, 20 guys on a team, seems to me that all you have to do is shoot Gear Up Sportswear an email and say, hey, you know what, I have a team of 15 people. Can you customize a team shirt for me? And it seems like that's what they'll do for them.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, I've had conversations with him on this. I said, you know, you need to start charging something for shipping. Everything he does is free shipping right now. So,
oh, geez. Especially now with the outrageous shipping rates. Yeah. You got to charge something. Absolutely.
I don't know how long you can keep doing that, but he's adamant on it that he wants to do the free shipping. He's got he does enough. He's large enough volume with some shippers that he gets away with it right now. But I've told him he's going to maybe have to start doing, you know, charging some stuff down the road. But right now, still, it's free shipping.
Gotcha.
Well,
that's good.
I'm loving it, and like I said, I tried on. I told Bill I haven't even opened up the shirt and tried it on, and I just tried it on this morning and felt it and all that stuff because I wanted to talk about it. I just haven't had a chance to take some photos with it, but I will be.
That's because it's too cold now.
It's a little. We're getting some unusual coolness here in Albuquerque. That's for sure.
I'll bring the heat. I'm there next week.
Yeah. So we'll take some team pictures.
What I tell you is that you wanted a size larger than what I actually sent you because he was out of the larger size, but these run big. So you should be okay.
You know, let me tell you, they fit great. And you know, my fear, and you already had mentioned it earlier on in the discussion that that's what he was aggravated with was every time he washed it shrunk. So that's why I typically always get the bigger one because when I first try it on brand new. They're big, but then I count on the shrinkage from the washing.
Yeah.
It will not shrink.
There you go.
Yep.
The
collars.
You won't be able to have them on, Fred.
You know, you get a shirt and the collars roll up and they get all messed up. I hate that.
That's what
I am not going to mention a shirt company that we've had to deal with that this year.
We won't mention any company that's happening.
Yeah.
But
let's just say they didn't make our reviews, you know, to put on a website, and we sent them some feedback.
They didn't make it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was going to tell you, Fred. We're going to have them on. We plan on having them on, but we need a little time to wash, dry, and check everything out to make sure that that they're for us because I don't want to wash a shirt 2 times and have exactly what you're talking about.
All right.
So, we're definitely planning on it.
Fred
Altvater from Back 9 Report. How can people follow you and check out what you have going on?
Well, it's really hard to find me. I'm on Facebook at Fred Altvater, and we got Golfaholics on the Back 9. We're on Twitter on 3 different things. Back 9 Report will get me there as much as anything. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Instagram at Back 9 Report. We do Back 9 Report TV on Roku and on YouTube. And every week, guys, as you know, we do the Back 9 Report. We do it now on YouTube. Do it there. Plus, we're on TuneIn.
There you go. Check out Back 9 Report. Check out Fred Altvater, what he has all going on. He has his hand in many different things regarding golf. Fred Altvater, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, my brother.
All the best to you guys. Thanks so much.
Coming up next is BiGGs Product of the Week. We'll be right back.
Have you ever seen a tour pro line up a putt with a dirty ball? No way. A clean ball rolls accurately, and accurate putts mean lower scores. The solution? Ready Putt. It's the putter cover reinvented. Ready Putt has a patented ball cleaner that's made to absorb and retain water. All you need to do is add water, and it remains wet throughout your round, giving your ball the perfect shine. It also has a magnetic surface to hold your ball marker and divot repair tool. Let's say you switch putters from round to round using a blade, mid-mallet, or large mallet. Ready Putt Original has you covered. Look, putting is hard enough. Accurate putts start with a clean ball, and a clean ball starts with Ready Putt.
For more information about Ready Putt, visit ReadyPutt.com. That is ReadyPutt.com. Clean it and sink it. The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against an international field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup-style event, known prestigiously as the International Kings Cup. The International Kings Cup is played in remembrance of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer, whose honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, and commitment to excellence represent the ideals for which the game of golf is known. The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. For more information, to sign up, and to find a national qualifier near you, their website is usgolfchallenge.com. That is usgolfchallenge.com.
This is Big's Product of the Week. Each week, Big John and the Golf Father select a golf product to feature. Here is Big John Vick and Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, with this week's Product of the Week.
And Big's Product of the Week is sponsored by the U.S. Golf Challenge and Tito's Handmade Vodka. You need to be 21 years of age to enjoy a great Tito's beverage. And friends, don't let friends drive drunk. U.S. Golf Challenge is in full swing right now with national qualifiers. It could be in your area, even if you're just driving an hour away, maybe 90 minutes away. Some dates has been added to the calendar. Let's start off and let's go to Birmingham, Alabama, March 12th and the 13th. The USGC Battle in Alabama Challenge 36 holes is going to be taking place at the Oxmoor Valley Country Club. Now, registration closes on February 28th, so you want to get your registrations in early. Let's go to Austin, Texas. Hello! USGC Hill Country Challenge, 36 holes, all happening at the Horseshoe Bay Ramrock Course. Registration closes on March the 7th. You can count on, you may see, Big's Golf Talk right on location at Horseshoe Bay. Let's go out to Eagle Ridge Country Club in Orlando, Florida. This is a new one added. April the 8th, USGC Central Florida Challenge, 18 holes. The registration closes on March 26th for that. Let's go out to Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Yeah! Diamante Country Club, USGC South Central Classic, 36 holes. And the registration closes on April the 4th as well. Let's head out to Paynesville, Ohio. Hello, Ohio. Little Mountain Country Club, USGC Great Lakes Challenge, 36 holes, and registration closes on June 13th. And let's go out to the Poconos, Pennsylvania, to the Mount Airy Golf Club. USGC Northeast Challenge, 36 holes, is taking place July 16th and the 17th, and registration closes on July 4th. And there's a chance, again, Big's Golf Talk on hand invades the Poconos. Hello. Now let's go out to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, August 14th and the 15th. The Geneva National Geneva National Palmer Courses, USGC Upper Midwest 36-hole Challenge. That closes on July 30th. August 14th and the 15th is the date. Big's Golf Talk will be there doing live shows from that event. And finally, if you qualify the national championship, Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, we head to Nashville, Tennessee. Woo, daddy! Hermitage Country Club, President's Reserve Hermitage Golf Course Generals Retreat 2021 USGC Kings Cup National Championship. Registration will be closing on March the 5th for that, March the 1st, rather, and the event is October 11th and October 13th. Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, have you registered for your event today?
That's all I gotta say.
Woo!
Are you all right? I think you've been watching that wrestling stuff again, that wrestler. Cause
Woo! In order to beat the man, you got to be the man.
Be the man.
That's
I guess
right.
so, because something happened to you. You guys.
You
like,
have
got
to
possessed
walk
today.
that aisle, brother. You have to strut. You have to profile, and you got to be a son of a gun in order to become the champion.
You're a champion. I don't know what, but you're a champion, my brother.
So some great dates there. Some of these events,
Yeah.
We mentioned a couple of them that Biggs Golf Talk may be on hand. We do have some definite ones that BGT will be on hand. One of them is the Lake Geneva one, and the other one
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Lake Geneva, Tennessee, Texas are definite. Poconos, I got we got to do Poconos.
Oh, that's
10 minutes away. We got it. We got to do the show. I mean that one's a must. So we got at least 4 so far, but they want us for more. So the Orlando one is right down the block. So I'll be attending that one if that's just a one-day event, and we'll figure out the rest as the year goes by. We're in heavily demand.
But you know what? Here's the thing. If any of those events, if we get up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., like we always do, we always get up early in the morning.
We always get up that early anyway.
Sometimes it's a little cool out there, right?
Oh, yeah.
I can
You know how
guarantee.
Billy is. I'm sensitive.
I know you are. We have to get you those pasties, too, because when it's cold outside.
You ain't joking. My kid saw me on TV. On whatever that
Fox Sports. Yeah.
And she goes, Dad, I saw you on TV. I had to send you something. So I opened it up, and what it was protecting for my man pasty. She's like, Dad, I'm tired of seeing your nipples on TV. I was like, okay.
But I'll tell you what, Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, you don't have to worry about no pasties. No, sir. Nope. If it's a cool morning, a brisk morning outside, I'll tell you what you need. You need a Sun Mountain Trapper jacket in your golf bag. And let me tell you something, brother. I have this jacket, and I have used this jacket just recently, and the 4-way stretch that's on this jacket, I'm a big guy, got a gut on me, right?
Not a big guy.
Got a big guy.
That big.
I'll tell you what, man, it's windproof, water-resistant. The 4-way stretch allows you to have that maximum performance when you're on the golf course.
Anything else you do? That's how Sun Mountain operates. I have different ones, and every time they just make it better.
And
more
better,
warmer,
and better.
And better and warmer. And warmer, that's it. They just keep making it every year. It's the only jacket, honestly, that I can truly golf with in my layers without feeling, because the way they did the sleeves and everything, you know how they get either too loose, too tight, running up. You can't move, you can't swing. You're a big guy. I got a big barrel chest.
And, us big guys, we have short arms. I mean, so.
Well, my arms are, I got big,
shoulders and big arms. Yeah,
so
big upper biceps. Yes.
So when they get in the way, but with the jacket, it doesn't matter.
No.
I love it. I got look at my pictures. They all you got to do is look at my pictures. I'm rocking Sun Mountain. I got other ones, but they're not the same. I like being warm, and they keep me warm.
Well, I'll tell you what, the full zipper Trapper jacket is available in the men's sizes, medium through XXL, in black, navy, and platinum. And I'm telling you, I don't care what color. You could have one of each in your closet just to make you match with your golf outfit, and you will not be disappointed. And Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, definitely not disappointing, definitely windproof. And I want to also, and we have a guest here to talk about the Trapper jacket and much more with Sun Mountain. But, one of the things I realize, too, when I'm wearing the Trapper jacket, it seems like it works off your body heat. You know what I'm saying? So you're not too hot. Right? You get those jackets, you're like, okay, I take it off and I'm cold. I put it on, now I'm too hot. The Trapper jacket doesn't work that way. It seems like it has its own internal thermostat.
Yeah, but if we keep talking about it, then we're not going to have no time for that guy that's sitting over there looking at us. Him, so he can answer. He's waving at us and everything. We need to have him talk about that stuff, because otherwise we don't need him for Product of the Week. Come on, let's get him on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to the microphone right now. He is coming in at 6'2", 185 pounds. Woo! You want to talk about a world champion in the golf industry, ladies and gentlemen? I introduce you to the son of a gun, Steve Snyder's here on Big's Golf Talk. Steve, is that how you? Is that how you written it up to me? Is that what I got? This is my introduction. This is how I do it. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, everything you said was fantastic.
Steve, happy holidays and happy New Year.
Hey, happy holidays and happy New Year to you. I've been wearing my Trapper jacket every day as well, and it's got this 37.5 technology insulation in it, and the way you said it is exactly right. People put it on and they say, oh, it doesn't seem very warm, and then they say, oh, but I never got cold. They just realize they're just comfortable.
Right.
And that's the beauty of the 37.5 insulation, is that it 37.5 is degrees Celsius, which is supposed to be the comfortable temperature for a person's body, and it tries to maintain that. And then Sun Mountain being a golf company, they built in the stretch that you mentioned. They put the pockets in the right places. The cuffs are tight, but they're not too tight. It was designed by golfers for golfers, so it works really well on the course.
Sun Mountain, absolutely a pioneer in the golf industry with everything that you guys offer, from luggage to golf bags and to apparel. Outerwear, certainly the top of the line. And what I like about this, I read the description of it. The shell is made out of a Zamza a lightweight proprietary Japanese fabric. I have no idea what a Zamza is.
Well, you guys probably have some windbreakers that are made out of that same material that we, when we were in Orlando a couple years ago, that's what we gave out. It's called the Zephyr. And so initially Sun Mountain used it as just a wind jacket material. It's real stretchy, it's breathable, but yet it's windproof. And so what they did is they took that same material and they insulated it and put a liner on it. And so now they've got a warm jacket from it, but it's very stretchable. It's water resistant. So if you're out and there's a little shower, it'll do just fine. It's not considered a rain jacket, but it'll do just fine in a little drizzle on and off, and it's very stretchable, so it works out great for the swing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mine, I put it on, and I was just amazed. As a matter of fact, I think it helped me. It helped me stabilize my upper body, when I'm swinging,
when you put it on, you actually golf better.
Yeah, exactly.
See that?
It's funny how that happens.
It kept you in. It kept you where you needed to be. It kept you in the slot. It's perfect.
But the four-way stretch is just phenomenal in it, that allows you maximum performance on the golf course. Even if it really talk about lightweight, it kind of just feels like it's not even on you, but it is on you.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes
sense.
And
that 37.5 insulation they're using in several different products. So there's the Trapper, which is a long sleeve full zip jacket. But then there's also the Granite and the Coulter, which are jackets, and there's also vests available. So if people are, thinking that a jacket might be too hot for wherever they live, there are vest options as well.
I got to become a model for the vest, Biggs, because I live in Florida, and while my arms aren't cold, my chest always is. And if I can it's like wearing a hat. Like me and Steve know with our heads, we need to keep our head covers on because that keeps your heat in. If I can keep my chest with leaving my arms free, I'm happy. I haven't tried a vest yet, Steve. Hint, 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 hint. See? Sun Mountain, hint, hint, hint.
It's not like putting them on the spot, right?
One of each.
Yeah, there you go.
The vests are great.
All right, Steve. And actually, ahead of time, I want to thank you because we are actually, for the month of January, we are giving away a jacket, Trapper jacket. So head over to bigsgolftalk.com or .net to enter to get your own jacket. And at the end of the month, we will be drawing the winner for that. But also what we want to talk about before we let you go is something cool that you guys just came out with is the Cube travel cover. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, it's a golf travel bag, and the point of the Cube is that when you're not using it as a travel bag, that it stores nice and small so it doesn't take up a ton of space in your closet. So it's super compact. It folds into a little plastic case, and when you release the clamps and spread it out, it actually ends up being big enough for a full-size golf bag. It's kind of an engineering marvel. comes in some bright colors. So it's, if you want to make a statement in lime green or yellow, you can. And it's got wheels on the bottom and a handle on the top. And people look at it and they're kind of amazed that a full-size golf bag will fit in it. But once you unfold it, you can fit, up to a staff bag in it. So it's quite big. That plastic case becomes protection for the heads and protection, for the base of the bag when you're dragging it through the airport. So it's really an engineering marvel.
And, if you ever get one of these out there, they also have a great video on the website. How do you, unfold it and then fold it and all that stuff. The only thing that, and Bill and I kind of was talking during the commercial break before we came back, the only thing that I could see Sun Mountain doing is some new innovation with the cube by adding a plastic, thing that folds inside the thing that allows extra wheels like the Club Glider.
Yeah, that'd be something. The Club Glider is the other travel bag that Sun Mountain has, which is known for the wheels that, there's a leg that expands out and has wheels on the bottom of it, so it holds all the weight of the clubs for you. That might be a bit of a challenge to get it to fold up as small as it folds up if we added that.
Hey, this is Sun Mountain, man. They can do
you guys are the innovators in the industry.
I think if they can figure out a way to get those legs to shrink into each other and then pull out one extra step, boop, boop, that's it. We got ourselves the best.
Can I just tell you how many times that those extra wheels has helped Big's Golf Talk, both Billy and I, because we have to take
how many bags we travel with?
We have to take our on-air stuff with us in another bag.
Oh yeah,
and sometimes I'm trying to walk with 4 bags, but the Club Glider has helped me. I mean, I just push it and just let it roll down and
the people's faces in the airports are priceless. When they're looking at your bag and they're like, you're rolling it around with one finger, and you're just like,
Some lady stopped me. Some lady stopped me in the airport and says, "Oh, you golf on the PGA Tour?" I'm like, "No," and she says, "Oh, I thought those bags were only for the PGA Tour players." I'm like, "No, you can have one yourself."
We get quite a few pictures sent to us or pictures that were tagged in on social media with professional golfers that are using it, and so it's always good to see.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sun Mountain is Big's Product of the Week. And Steve Snyder, how can people find out more with what Sun Mountain has to offer?
sunmountain.com. And when you're on there, you can see golf bags, you can see golf outerwear, you can see these golf travel bags we've talked about, and you can also see the golf push carts.
And back in October, I put a press release up on Big's Golf Talk about a new golf bag for golf push carts. So check that out, too, at bigsgolftalk.net or .com. And we always are releasing press releases on the website with information of the innovation that Sun Mountain has coming out. Steve Snyder, thank you so much for joining us here on Big's Golf Talk. And we appreciate you and appreciate everybody at Sun Mountain. Happy New Year and continued success.
Thanks for having me, guys. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Bill the Golffather Cuevas, another show has come to the wayside, the first show in 2021.
Happy New Year!
But before we go, we have some business to take care of.
Oh, the winners!
We have to select the winners, and the winners are, for the rangefinder, the Tech rangefinder is Ken, I always butcher his last name, Mekowitz. Ken, you are the winner of the Tech rangefinder. You have 7 days from the post of this podcast to get in touch with us and acknowledge that you are the winner. And we also have some business to take care of with you. Hopefully we can send it to you. I know our rules say domestic shipping only, but we're going to work very, very hard to get this to you. And we'll talk about that with you off the air. And next winner of the Tech Watch, GPS Watch, Bill the Golffather Cuevas. Drum roll, please. Thank you. Wow, what a drum roll. Holy cow. Joe Sean. Congratulations, Joe Sean. 7 days to reach us after this podcast is posted to acknowledge you are the winner. For Amanda the Golf Diva Robertson, for Bill the Golffather Cuevas, by the way, our email address, bigsgolftalk@gmail.com. Biggs Golf Talk, BIGGS Golf Talk @gmail.com. But you know all that stuff already. Because you guys listen all the time. For Amanda the Golf Diva Robertson, for Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, I'm Big John Quick. This has been Biggs Golf Talk. Our website is www.bigsgolftalk.net or .com. Either one will take you there. So have fun. Explore. You never know. Got a lot of new things coming up. Also want to thank Steve Snyder for joining us and look for a future giveaway on the Cube travel bag, Bill the Golf Father Cuevas. He just texted me that. It says we will give one away in the future to a lucky winner. So how about that? Sun Mountain stepping up big time in 2021.
Absolutely. Let's shoot for the mountains and the stars, baby.
Until next week, everybody, God bless. Thank you for listening, and
you matter. Woo!